One day, Skarloey and Peter Sam were stuck in the shed. All the other engines were busy with work. The manager told them to stay in the shed. The two little engines were very bored. "This is boring. There's nothing to do here." Skarloey agreed. Other engines, big and small, passed by with their day's work. Skarloey wished that he could go out and work. It was very boring waiting in the shed. Finally, the yard foreman came up. "Skarloey, Peter Sam, I need you to shunt a train for Duke that he will take up to the top station. I've given your drivers the specifics. Good luck." And with that, the foreman left. The two little engines got to work. Soon enough, they got the train shunted together. It was a very small train with only 3 wagons in it. Peter Sam came up with an idea. He whispered it to Skarloey. Skarloey laughed and agreed. So he and Peter Sam shunted as many wagons as they could to the train. They worked very hard, and by the time Duke showed up, the train was very long. Duke was in a grumpy mood today. "Come on, come on!" The shunter coupled Duke to the long train. Skarloey and Peter Sam sat in the shed smiling. They snickered quietly to each other. Duke tried to pull the train, but all the heavy wagons held him back. Duke couldn't even move forward. The coupling began to strain. Duke pulled with all his might. The two little engines watched and laughed. Suddenly, the coupling broke and Duke rocketed forward right into a slate truck. Skarloey and Peter Sam were worried. Their little prank had caused an accident. Instead of being angry, Duke started to laugh. Peter Sam and Skarloey were very confused. They came up to see if Duke was all right. Duke was still laughing. "Did you do this?" Yes." "Well, do I have a story to tell you." Soon Rusty came with some workmen, and they cleaned up the mess. Duncan took Duke's train, and the little engines gathered to hear Duke's story. "So a long time ago, back on my old railway, even before Stewart and Falcon came to the railway, there was only me and one other engine for the longest time. His name was Smudger." Peter Sam chuckled. He had heard stories about Smudger before. "Smudger was difficult. He wouldn't do his work right and he often came off the rails. I told him to stop, but he would just get mad at me." "Grandpuff, you already told us these stories." "Oh, not this part of the story. This was before he got turned into a generator." "A generator?" "That's right. I'll explain that later. So Smudger wanted to pay me out. He came up with his own plan, too. One day, the manager asked me to take a long train of supplies up the mountain. Smudger shunted the train together. Smudger hated shunting, especially if it was for me. So we got the train together, and for his plan, he coupled it up to a long line of freight cars. I didn't know this, and when I was coupled up, I could see Smudger snickering in a siding. I didn't think much of it. So I began to pull the train, but I couldn't pull the heavy freight cars. Then, just like earlier today, the coupling broke. I shot forward, I went into Smudger's siding and ran into him. He wasn't laughing then." "How awful. Sounds to me like he deserved it. So what happened to Smudger? Why did he get turned into a generator?" "I'll save that story for another day. But thank you for reminding me today about the fun memory. Just don't be too careless like Smudger, otherwise you might end up being a generator." And with that, Duke puffed away. Hello, I'm Devious Diesel. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to subscribe for more Thomas and Friends videos. You can also check out more videos on our YouTube channel by clicking the Visit Channel button. If you want to learn more about the up-and-coming latest adventures from Sodor, and to find out about the latest updates, then click the News Blog button. You can also check out the Google Plus and our Facebook page by clicking a link in the description. We hope to see you again soon. Come back often for more videos.